Intro to the spectacle, where the found fallacies are redundant with reiterations. Sensings of stories already told trail upon tales that fall apart with time. Servicing thy soul, nourishment into soil and subsequential sorry. I surrender. Poem. Let go. February 17th. I don't know what time it is, but it's well past 10. I don't know. Hello, collective. It is Kai. I'm here with a video log. So once again, everything that I am talking about is based on my own experience. I am in no way telling you what to do and what may work for you. I also realize that I want these videos to be logs, literally. And the reason being is because of like all these gifts that I have from being in the spiritual practices and like understanding that there are things that I notice that I don't share. And I was like, okay, do I need to go to therapy? do I need to go to therapy? Like genuinely. Because I live alone and it just gives me more time to be with myself. So I recognized pretty much what role this like vlogging does in my life. So I was recognizing today karma. Karma's so fucking real. And it was kind of like biting the bullet and how I've also been presenting shitty situations in my life because I was in pain and I didn't process it well. So then I was perpetuating a painful cycle. I was being complacent in so many different ways, and yet at the same time, I was definitely trying my best. So it's only because I'm in this place that I can talk about it. Because in hindsight, it's kind of like, I fucked up. I made a mistake. And to actually see that so fucking clearly, it really has shown me like, wow, I've grown. I was a very egoic child. I was in survival mode so much of the time that it was just, there were so many, like you can't just fucking blow that shit away. Like you have to practice things in a different way because then you actually can experience it. Safe love, kindness, vulnerable expression, emotional, and even intellectual maturity, application, physical health. All of these things that I've been doing for a while, to the point where it is subconscious. I went so deep because I understood that there was some shit that did not belong. It just did not belong. It didn't make me relax. And I used to kind of think like, okay, I really want to challenge my comfort zone. And then at the same time, it's like, I'm building a new sense of comfort where I can just relax, where I can be silly, where I can act cutesy and be this part of myself in the world. And there's been a lot of times that I've heard from people like, wow, you've gone through some fucked up situations. And it's like, it's interesting because that's exactly what built my strength and my resilience. And to let go of judgment, I've literally been letting go of that judgment because of the fact that I'm not fucking perfect. I don't view myself as perfect. And yet, because of how I respond to people, how I wish to show them grace and forgive and be compassionate and still care and still have boundaries, to care for myself, to commune with myself, to commune and communicate with others clearly, calmly. All of these things was because I didn't want to live in chaos for the rest of my life. It's crazy because it's like when you recognize that, like, even with like diagnosed shit, it's better. It's supposed to be a good thing when you start to heal and things are no longer the same and you don't accept the same shit. It's so crazy to me because I was just like, this happened maybe like a few months back where I was recognizing like I felt so misunderstood. I felt so fucking misunderstood. And I've never felt it to that extent because I actually cared. I actually cared about being understood by people, these people. And it really brought me to terms with how I have perpetuated painful experiences and yet at the same time have built myself to show up, to still be kind to myself despite feeling honestly, I don't even know how to describe that feeling. I felt so ashamed, embarrassed. I felt so angry and irritated and hopeless. Like, I've gone through enough, is what I've been realizing with myself. When I start to like someone, I recognized recently, like in this past week, I viewed myself as ugly. That's literally what it was. So that's why, no matter how this person treated me, I thought it was absolutely disgusting. I thought it was disastrous. I didn't think that it was a good thing. I was like, this is going to destroy me. That whole fucked up mentality was because I was constantly hurting myself, telling myself that, of course, this person can't accept me. It's crazy. It's crazy what being conditioned can do to you. And I don't mean this to blame. I mean literally how I perceived different stimuli, different environments, different responses, reactions, values, morals. Because in the end, it's my choice. How am I going to face myself every day if I don't choose me? And there are times, there's times where I was just like, wow, I'm really recognizing that even though I don't feel good, I still want to do nice things to people that don't feel good for me. And that is exactly where I've been catching myself. I've recognized that there's such a fucked mentality that was foundationally built because my life was like opposites. Everything that I didn't like, I was doing. Everything I liked, I wasn't doing. And that's what happens when I am in a situation where I feel like I need to live up to other people's expectations as well as do what I'm told. I have been this rebellious child because of the fact that I was constantly betraying myself from such like such an integral part of my life where I'm most impressionable, which is when I'm a child. So it's like, even as I'm getting older, I'm recognizing like, wow, this is one of those moments where I'm like, I could so fucking easily fall into detriment. It's whether I'm going to make a different decision or I will continue to do this. I will continue to do this in my life if I don't catch myself now, when I'm literally aware of it. That's the first step. Literally acknowledging the shitty ass parts of myself that I have been partaking in. They're a part of me. I can't deny that. I can't deny that I'm aware how much I've hurt people and how much I've hurt myself, thereafter. Because when I'm alone with me, how am I truly treating myself? That's literally what it became. So today, I was looking at this notification from Astromatrix, one of my favorite astrology apps. It was saying release the things that don't serve you. And that's repeated a lot in spirituality, spiritual practices, the spiritual community. Truly though, it requires so much fucking awareness. Like, to have that level of introspection on the observation of your mental process and your emotional process. It's crazy. Because I realized, like, wow, I have not been the greatest. I get so mean with myself just because I feel something for another person and I wish them to be safe. And I read this quote, I forgot who the philosopher was, but they're saying like, love isn't about like the accessibility of a person, like the fear of their absence. Love is when you fear inflicting pain. And that really fucking shook me, because I was like literally thinking about how I was raised, and that is exactly what fucked me. Was that I would be put through painful experiences and told that that was love. Being hit and being yelled at and reprimanded, like punishment. Pretty much punishment. And so of course I was like, wow, okay, that fucked me up. That's some fuck shit. And so I've just been like really focused on like addressing these things, because I realized that I want to spend more time with myself, and yet at the same time I do have to be like, I have to like be aware that I can't just keep doing the same thing expecting a different result. In other words, balancing it out and allowing myself to still have fun doing things like reading webtoons or some shit, but also like I should probably read a little bit, like read a book. Because I was just like, wow, I like fucking love webtoons. Like, it's so much fun. But and I love anime. Fucking love anime. I genuinely want to keep that in my life forever. So it's like, okay, let's respect that. Don't want to do that to such a dense degree. Oh my gosh. It's so funny. It's so funny. Like, I've just been celebrating my progress, as well as like I've been looking forward into the future now. I've gone to a place where I finally feel like I'm not in survival mode. Like, I feel like my nervous system is so much more regulated. To get to this fucking point, god damn it. Like, I am so fucking grateful for this fucking community that's being literally crafted just for me sharing my experience, because if you've been watching since, like, I really, like, if you genuinely have been someone who's been here since video 1, please fucking drop a fucking comment, because I dead ass have come so fucking far. And you know. And I really had to recognize, like, I don't like talking about this shit because it's in the past. Because I was like really hesitating to share this information about myself with a friend. And I was just like, you know what, this is actually kind of hard for me to talk about. Like, I don't want there to be text messages, like records of me writing about these things, because they're horrid. It's fucking horrible to be molested. It's fucking horrible to be physically attacked. Like, it's genuinely so shit. And it takes so much fucking time and practice and opening yourself up and challenging your comfort zone and, like, really just relearning what it feels like to feel safe and then have boundaries as well. And so I was like, okay, truly though, I kind of want to, like, debate that quote that I was talking about. Like, I don't allow certain people access to me because I love myself. Because there are certain things that hurt me, and I know it. I know it, but I'm not doing things aligned with that. I'm letting people walk all over me. I'm letting them into my space. So it's kind of like, okay, be fucking discerning, goddammit. Like, seriously, like, make a decision where you're actually respecting yourself, still being compassionate, right? Like, I genuinely don't want to be mean to fucking anybody, but I'm not going to be what I want to be in another person's story. I'm whatever they deem me to be. That is their perception of me. And I was like, damn, like, I feel like even with this friend of mine, I was just like, wait, I don't know if you know me though. Do you really know me? Because there are certain things that you're mentioning about me that I'm like, okay, that's just a part of me though. And it's that whole thing of, like, self-confidence, high self-esteem. I built my self-esteem to understand that other people's perspective of me does not define my worth, because I felt worthless when someone decided to walk away, and it didn't feel good, obviously. So it's kind of like, why the fuck do I feel like my life doesn't matter? Why is that? You know? Why do I act like that? That is literally the question. It's like, why do I act like I am not worth anything? Like, what the fuck? Where is this coming from? And so, of course, once again, reflecting. In retrospect, though, it's about moving forward. It's truly about moving forward. Like, changing my choices, changing the way that I think about myself, and honestly, sometimes just literally brainwashing me. Like, filling myself up with so much fucking love to the point where it, like, absolutely makes no sense to go down that road. That's literally the level of, like, reconditioning that I'm willing to partake in. And of course the universe shows up in the beautiful fucking ways that they do. I've learned so much. I've learned so much about betrayal, self-betrayal, like, literally self-betrayal. That is genuinely what it is. How am I not shining my light? How do I dwindle and diminish my own self into detriment, truly? How do I debilitate myself? And what am I not letting go of? Because if I have no space, then how the fuck am I going to welcome anything else in my life? Right? You have to walk away sometimes. You have to just walk away entirely. And I don't mean to say that that's what I did. I also recognized that I was reluctant to. I really fucking didn't want to. I really didn't want to. I wanted so badly to run into their arms and give them a warm hug and smile and share so many great things. There's no space for me there. There's absolutely no space for me there. It's crazy. It's crazy what I would do just to feel something, honestly. Right? Isn't that kind of what it is, though? It's interesting because, like I said, I am still growing. I'm learning. I'm maturing. And maturing to me also just means like I'm gaining more experiences. I'm literally actively gaining more experiences. I'm experiencing myself. I'm allowing myself to experience my level of love. And it's now I'm understanding why there are quite a few people that I just cannot be around. Because the things that I do, they don't do. And differences are fine. It's about whether I and they are willing to coexist together. It's a mutual connection, right? So when I don't communicate and they're missing me the whole time, it's like, okay, then how the fuck are they supposed to know if I don't say anything? Yes, they could obviously tell from subliminal behaviors. We all have that cognizance to tell from someone's body language. It's whether we're actually tuning into that. So when I'm recognizing that there's someone open to me physically, but not verbally, there is still this confusion that I'm choosing to partake in. I'm like, okay, but what kind of stories are you literally creating here? You're literally creating a whole ass fucking story. And it's like, okay, but then why would I put my attention into this if it literally is me putting myself down? We don't know that kind of stuff. We don't know how this person thinks about me. And of course I could ask in due time. But now I just want to fucking focus on myself, and I'm like, that's crazy. That's so crazy. That's so crazy that I can siphon myself into this direction that's outside of me when literally I'm right here. I am the core creator. I'm right here. And so I decided to let go. That's why I wrote this poem. That's why the poem's title is Let Go. I actually wrote it when I was at work because I just felt like it was kind of boring just standing there. And anyways, intro to the spectacle where the found fallacies are redundant with reiterations. Sensings of stories already told, trail upon tales that fall apart with time. Servicing thy soul, nourishment into soil and subsequential, I surrender. I don't really know what subsequential means. I just kind of wrote it. But either way, someone at work, someone came in and I was helping a kid because he was really scared. And I was like, you just gotta release, because he wouldn't let go of the wall. So then he can't come down. But it was the dad that was like, yep, all we just need to do is let go. And I was like, yes. Letting go of the expectation, the not even expectation, honestly. It's what I envision, what I even experience. It's being within my own experience, literally. Not attaching that or projecting that onto an external thing. just being with myself and experiencing it with myself. That has been the most, like, the highest form of acknowledgement that I can give myself is by literally just experiencing it, not judging, not resisting, not repressing. Instead, I just feel it. And sometimes I laugh, yes. Because I'm like, oh, so silly. I love it. I love it. I love that I'm learning to accept more parts of myself whilst also letting parts of myself go. And then, therefore, welcoming in more experiences. Okay? Like, as much as I may send love to this person and wish them safe, it doesn't mean that I need to have them to do that. You know what I mean? That was just something that I didn't feel like that was what it was when I was a child. I felt like love was very conditional and very performative. And it sucked to do that. It sucked to be in that, to feel like I had to do something in order to earn love. Such a disgusting thing. Truly. You don't need to do anything. I just want to accept people as they are, not what I want them to be. I want to accept them as they are because I have needs. I want to see them clearly because I need things in relationships so that I can prosper in them. That's the level of respect that I've been recognizing. It's like, I don't feel alive. So why would I go in that direction? Why would I be around this person? And then, even just because I feel positive experiences with this person and I feel that love, peace, and joy, it doesn't mean that they are too experiencing that. That's what fucking me. That's what's fucking me, though. Because it's like, I still need to let go of that. Because I in no way want to control someone or manipulate them. Because I've done that. I've been taught that. I don't want to demonize them. I don't want to blame them. Like, all these things I'm very much capable of doing, but it's the choice. It's the perspective. It's to actually be open to seeing things differently. That's why I love philosophy. That's why I love questioning things. That's why I do build stability, a foundation, and it has to be with me. Okay, that's the video because I want to read my webtoon and watch my Korean drama. But thank you so much for listening. Thanks for being here, truly. It's a pleasure and a privilege. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being alive. Truly. And I'm sending you so much love and support on your own spiritual journey. Bye, collective.